first sign to Italy, Turin. Should be going around Turin later. We're about an hour and a half or so, I think, from the tunnel. Maybe 2. Starting to get hilly now. Put the old dual clutch properly through its paces. Lucky to have been given such a good run. Given such a good run to test the lorry, because while I'd have still been happy going out to Belgium or doing around the UK in it, it will help my review immensely for it to like go on a long trip over the Alps and stuff. That's the thing, very few magazines and publications would review it to such an extent. For obvious reasons, I mean they can't, it's just not really feasible for journalists and stuff to take a lorry out for 2 weeks. It's just, they couldn't run a magazine like that, so it's not like a dig at them. Since I now do some work for one of them. Prudence, Pt2. So this is adaptive cruise control in action. On the Volvo is this, the ACC. Press that, set the speed, and on the dash, press this button here, set the distance. And that's that. So this car's going below the limiter, but there's no overtaking zone. So just set the cruise control, don't get too close, don't get too far away, don't have to touch the throttle, just let the car do the accelerating and the decelerate. There's no point getting stressed about cars going too slowly, it's pointless. Oh, this car might cut in now, watch, it'll cut the power. That's it, and ooh, applies the brakes. I always used to think the whole autonomous thing was a very long way off until a couple of years ago when I first drove an adaptive cruise control truck and realised it's closer than I thought. Speed back up again now to catch the back of the car up and set the distance. This amazing scenery, the sides of that hill, mountain. Imagine, it's fascinating to think about how these all were created, glaciers and the like. I love mountains. Back on familiar territory now. This is the road up to Frasius. We're about 40 kilometres away. We have to pull off shortly to get some fuel. I'm going to try and get a Euro 6 sticker. That's like, you don't get passport stamps or anything like that anymore, or all sorts of things you used to get once upon a time. So nowadays, like, it's the only I go abroad thing you can see on modern lorries is the little Euro stickers that will sit in the corner of the windscreen. Because I doubt this has been abroad before. It might have been, I don't know. But obviously each country will have their own demonstrators, won't they? So here we are in St. Marie de Kunz, just before the freight, just getting a bit of fuel. Last time I was here was in the Dark Diamond on what I think was its last trip. This pump isn't very fast. Fill up here and then it's becoming a bit of a daily occurrence because it's only got the one tank, because obviously it's not been spec'd to go long distances being a demonstrator. I like this painted tanks, painted black, and the black chassis, looks really nice. Those grips are quite good as well for the airlines. Definitely a split couple lorry, it's nicely close. So she's got the cap at the back, so I've jacked the front up and front down and back up to squeeze as much diesel as I can into the bill. There's the camera down there. A nice touch is this lifts, so it stops it from getting dirty. With the front down you can get it touching the ground. Madness indeed. This is also a twin steer, didn't realise until this morning. So I thought twin steers had been dying a death a bit, but they have clearly aren't. Makes all the difference. So yeah. Yes, I got one. I've got a bit of a thing for stickers. I love stickers. I collect them. But obviously this one's going on this truck. Anyway. Not always needed. I mean, I've driven plenty of trucks over the Alps without them. Thing is, we pay with cards that have got Euro class on. Proper tunnel cards. So I suppose if you're paying on DKV or something, it might be different and they might want to see a sticker. Anyway, what's going on now? Yes! Good day, European comrades! And then there was snow! Just went through a long tunnel, uphill. Come out the other side, and we're in the snow. We're above the snow line, which is nice. I bloody love snow. I need to go snowboarding again, I keep saying that. But yeah, I love snow. You can keep your beach holidays. You can keep beaches, because I hate sand with a passion. But oh, give me a mountain and some snow and I'll be in heaven. Absolutely heaven. This is where it should come into its own, changing down. There we go, no cutting power. And the kick down works. Been a great season for snow. You see, in a normal lorry, that would have probably taken so much out of it, it would have been chundering along now. Chundering, that's the technical transport term. There's a labour up here, I think. I'm going to stop and take a picture. Yes, there it is. Take a pictogram. So, pulling away from standstill uphill, look. Look at that, gear change. Gear change. Can't feel them at all. Amazing, absolutely amazing. What a piece of technology this is. I'm going to put the phone down now. I've been stopped by the gendarmes for a check. Interesting. We shall see what happens. Phew, got through that unscathed. Give me my little bulletin of control. So that explains why the card's been out. They're nice chaps. Just had a look through my taco documents and all that sort of thing. Only there 10 minutes. That was always my problem with Vosa, right, is they can keep you there for an hour checking Vosa, faffing around, whereas I've been stood still for 10 minutes and they've decided everything's fine and you can go on your merry way. And like, I'm from a different country, so why Vosa can't do it in such speedy times is totally beyond me. Anyway. It's always a bit of a relief though, because you hear scare stories about foreign authorities, but I've not been stopped all that much. Anyway, let's get back into the beautiful blue machine. In the tunnel! One thing you notice about the Mont Blanc is it's very narrow. And then what you notice about this is it's got a flat ceiling. The Mont Blanc, I believe, well I read it somewhere once, whether it's true or not, it's not a matter, is technically under French or European law illegal because it's not wide enough for a 2-lane tunnel. But obviously you couldn't really close it down because it carries such a huge amount of the cross-Alpine traffic. The Frasiers is relatively quiet in comparison. Given the choice, if these distances were equal between most of our customers in Italy and Calais, I would use a Frasiers every time. But it can be 70, 80 kilometres longer a lot of the time than Mont Blanc. So. Which, when you're in this work like me transport, an hour here and there is worth saving. We're nearly at the end! Yay! I see sunlight, I see tunnels round, sunlight too. I see a gendarme, what do I do? There we are, we've popped out. What a lovely day. It's nice up here, isn't it? Oh, beautiful. Monday, washed out face. I still think the R series is a bit of an ugly duckling. I like the S. But the R doesn't seem to grow on me. It's got that weird sort of droopy face. Mainly because of the big section with the Scania badge. It makes it look like a sad, sad lorry. So I'm about 40 minutes from my first drop for today. So then we got this one, another one, Teramo, Rome. Hopefully to get them all off today. So it's a lovely day outside. So I'm now going to put Radio 4 back on for today's programme.
Bringing more women into public
on my
life
merry way.
itself is a huge cultural advance which is going to bring...
There's snow on the hills over there, look. Over here. Quite low down. We're in the flat area now. It's all snowy. Must be snowing low down. Who knows? It's interesting. Never seen snow on those hills before.
Facilities at the airport.
Snow, look, snow. Willie Walsh. Snow, look. Lots of snow on the hills.
Just run us through this proposal because ultimately this is a suggestion of how to keep
more
costs under control and find new
well-maintained roads.
Yes, if this third runway is to be built,
Jesus.
recognise that challenges that need to be overcome first, but cost is one of the significant challenges. And we have been concerned for some time that the bill associated...
So we're on the bay, best looking truck in the yard. Here's some tasteful Italian trucks. The Italians staff, when they go for customisation, don't go ridiculously over the top. That's quite mild in comparison. There's nothing more depressing than seeing a brand new serious Scania covered in chrome. They look awful.
Says
I haven't mentioned it yet on the video, but I'm just doing my column for Commercial Motor. It's got to be in today. So there's my iPad with Word open, my notebook with my notes in, little keyboard. This one's going to be about cyclists, and by the time you see this video, it'll be out. So I don't know. I don't hold the usual opinion of cyclists that most lorry drivers do. So I'm going to set the cat amongst the pigeons. God help you, pigeons! I can see the sea. It's the Adriatic here. So across the other side is the Balkans. Down beside the sea now for a couple of hours to get to our delivery, and 2 deliveries in Teramo, and then across the beautiful Gran Sasso mountains to Rome. Used to ship out of here to Greece and Kona. I used to love doing Greece when I was at Virginia. Such a brilliant run, nice, sort of laid back. 24-hour crossing, super fast, nice food. Those are the days. That big bridge that we're about to go over. Lots of spectacular roads in Europe. This is a nice run down the coast of the Adriatic. Last time I came down here, it was down to Barry. Up to the sea. She's pulling beautifully on the hills and stuff. So that dual clutch makes such a difference. I think this customer is closed for lunch. I hope it's not a 2-hour lunch. They're getting fewer and further between. Once upon a time, you could be guaranteed that if you caught a Italian place at lunch, it'd be 2 hours. I'm going to microwave some cauliflower cheese because I am starving. Absolutely starving. And add some cheese to it. You've got to add cheese to it. Ooh, tasty.
Given out by law. last
Open
year,
the
it
gate!
had risen to 50.
I need a half-hour break anyway, so it's probably not going to cost me any time. One pallet for here, and then on to Rome. From one coast to the other. It's about 2 hours to Rome from here. Hopefully I'll catch them before they close. On our way to Rome, 220 kilometers to go. It's a lovely day. Don't even need a jacket out there. It's 15 degrees, which is a bit of a change from minus figures up in the Alps and in the UK. Apparently today it's snow and all sorts. So it seems quite nice to get away from the cold. Now I'm getting old and the old joints are starting to creak. So this is Gran Sasso. We're going over here. We're not going to see, because when the weather's good, the view is magnificent. Look, they're all the tops are shrouded in cloud. It's an amazing mountain range, this. It's up past L'Aquila, where that awful earthquake happened. I don't know how L'Aquila is doing after that earthquake. You can see, get an idea of the views. Look at the mountains. Cloudy on top. Got a feeling we're going to be losing the sunlight shortly. I'd love to spend more time in the mountains. I need to start getting into mountain sports other than snowboarding. I've always wanted to come down and hike in the Alps during one summer. That'd be nice. This road is fucking terrible.
Is successful as well, and part of us I don't think ever read anything unless it's been said to them. Now, in my youth, which is a long time ago, I was 77 last Sunday.
It's getting scenic now, and the temperature's dropping. The sunlight is gone. So these are Gran Sasso mountains. Go down part of the middle of Italy. Lovely part of Italy. I'd love to come here and on holiday and explore. One day I will. Suspended cabin here on the front comes into its own early. Makes for a much smoother drive. With normal springs on the front, I mean a lot of the holes on this road make everything jump off the dash. This tunnel is about 9 kilometers long. It goes right under the thing. But the interesting bit about it is, as you see on the signs there, it's got the entrance to the underground laboratory of Gran Sasso. It detects particles, so basically they put them underground to filter out a lot of particles they don't want to see. There we go, there's the entrance here. Because is it neutrinos or photons? I can't remember which one it is. There's a particular particle that basically just shoots straight through anything, so it'll shoot through the whole planet, and that's what they're trying to detect. And they're very rare, so they build them deep underground so they can isolate them. It's worth googling actually, it's fascinating. I think it was this one that detected particles from two black holes colliding or something recently. if I can find that story, put it online. They'd literally just opened up this particle that had spent millions of years crossing the universe. Literally just popped up a day or two after they opened, which showed like a ridiculous chance. It's a fascinating subject, really fascinating. People like religious people talk about atheists not having anything to believe in or any sense of wonder or anything. But if you just look at the world and the universe as it is, it's full of miracles way beyond anything you'll find in the Bible. You know, these particles travelling millions and millions of years across the universe, and us detecting them and stuff like that is just ridiculous, insane, incredible. Sorry, I'm going off on a bit of one now, but it is, it's just fantastic. There's much more wonder in the universe, as for an atheist, I think, than there is. I think being religious and saying God made it all is like a bit of a boring cop-out, really. The world and the universe is much better explained scientifically and much more wondrous with a scientific explanation than it is with some big entity created everything. It's just a bit dull to me. Anyway, there's my little religious rant for today. Continue upon my journey. There's a serious amount of snow up there, look, on those mountains. Look at them. I wonder if there's much skiing down this way. My ears just popped. So this is L'Aquila, the place that was, well, devastated, I suppose. It's the worst place put it by the earthquake. It all looks fairly back to normal now. I don't know whether it is. I think some of the villages around it were harder hit than the city itself. Greatest road. Watch your brake. Ooh, there we go. No 40 feet on the pedals. I love adaptive cruise control. It's amazing. It's amazing. Now we should speed up of our own accord. Italians love doing that. They'll come crawling up a slip road at like 5 miles an hour, speed up to about 25 miles an hour, pull out, and then cause their own mayhem, and then accelerate off into the distance. Everything you hear about Italians is true. They're just terrible drivers.
It's person of the year to just anyone, you know. Unbelievable. It's perfectly believable, thank you.
The
My
Archers!
husband runs a large, highly complex agricultural business, taking significant financial risks and working extremely hard for 45 years. He absolutely deserves recognition.
Oh, he takes risks, all right.
Last time I checked, one was innocent until proven guilty in this country, Kirsty. Has that changed?
That award is a classic example of business execs scratching each other's backs, if you ask me.
Well, I didn't ask you.
And I didn't
Kirsty
ask
is
to have my
such a
health put at risk by a
pretentious
polluted
sod.
river, did I? Now, I'm going for a well-deserved drink at the Bull. Excuse me?
Oh, really?
Rome, where any piece of road that can be used will be used. They have no qualms about driving down the hard shoulder here, or cutting you up, or changing all the way across 3 lanes at the last second, squeezing into a gap that isn't there. You've got to keep your wits about you. It's fun though, quite fun. So our last drop, which is just there, is closed. Closed half an hour before I got here. No critical problem though, because I wouldn't have been getting reloaded today anyway. So a tip in the morning. There she is, looking pretty. Isn't she beautiful? Hello, is so beautiful. I wish I could keep her forever. I love you. Just gonna get some stuff out the back because I keep some of my groceries in there because the fridge was full up inside, and cook myself some dinner. Good times.